you want to play a witch in a role-playing game, that's normally part of a class, and then the other players will be playing something else. Or the witch may be the main protagonist of the adventure or ongoing campaign.
Well, yeah, witches.
Witches.
However, in the role-playing book that I'm looking at today, The Sickest Witch, everyone will play a witch that's working together in their own covenant. They have shared magic and magic abilities and points, and they will be collecting body parts to level up their magic ability. Don't worry, not everyone has to be a witch. There are rules in the game for non-witch players if you want to, you don't want to be a witch. But I think you will. Let's just get straight into the book. So here we have the Kickstarter page. So the Sickest Witch RPG, and the core rulebook is currently on Kickstarter. There's just over 24,000 at time of recording. It's made just under 500 backers, and there's 20 days to go. The book itself is being written and produced by Severed Books, and they've got currently 39 other projects that they have funded on Kickstarter. There is a combination of Mork BORG sort of horror looking books, as well as quite a lot of sort of dice and say PDF dice and swearing dice here. So yeah, they've got quite a bit of prestige in this. They've been around for a long time. I think was it 2018, I think was the first one that I noticed. Pretty much everything on here has been funded, so they've been around for a while, so they've got that trust. Okay, let's look at the project itself. So here's an idea of the cover of the book, as well as the faux leather book itself. They've been waiting since 2018 to write this. So in 2018, they created a book called The Sickest Witch in Beneath the Inverted Church. In 2018, we were introduced to the world of the Sickest Witch in an adventure Beneath the Inverted Church. But this, 8 years later, they're going to be writing a core rule book for it. So if you're curious about the Sickest Witch, what does it include? So you might like the name. Sickest Witch is a dark, low fantasy system and series of adventures. There's no dragons or fairies. Demonology is prevalent along the poor common folk who populate the towns. Black magics, plague, famine are routine. But this is folk horror with a twist. Nostalgia is not what Sickest Witch is going for. There are many old school systems that do that great. Even though the system borrowed heavily from the past, we're not looking to recreate it. This is what sets the Severed system apart from others. Firstly, witches have to harvest the body parts to cast magic.
Who would harvest dead bodies?
Piece by piece, you become more powerful as you hack up your enemies. Additionally, nearly all magic points are shared in the name of a cauldron. This takes for somewhat tense moments where your covenant discusses what to do next. So you will have your own players within there, but you can be sharing magic points, hacking to death your enemies to power up. And I really like the idea of sort of arguing, debating, should we say, with other people in your covenant on how to share those points to how you're going to use the magic, which really gives that idea. You know, if you think about things like the traditional witches, the witches in Macbeth, and Jason the Argonauts, all those, the covenants of witches sort of arguing and fighting amongst themselves, deciding what to do. I think this is really, it feels very much like that sort of theme. Leveling up happens in between the next game session and functions as both a cliffhanger and an incentive for groups to get back together again. So the game mechanics, say D20, it seems very much Mork BORG-ish. It very much feels rules light. So you roll a D20 and you will add your oracles to it, which will be your stats. If I remember, there's 5 different stats, and they will just have a sort of positive or negative point, and you will add that to achieve a goal. There's also a D4 mechanic here as well. So sometimes you might have a 25-50% chance, and you'll just roll a D4, and you're looking to roll equal to or less than that percentage chance. So if you've got 25% chance, you're going to be looking only a 4 would be the outcome, so it's an over. The oracle or statistics in the game: fist, which is lifting, fighting, grappling; flesh, resistance, so sort of constitution; nerve, which is your agility, so balance, dexterity, that sort of thing; network, mental, that's how clever and intelligent you are; and then we've got cauldron, which is your ability to cast spells. There are 6 classes in the game, and we've got some images here for the artwork for the book. So it can be seducer, conjurer, cook. That cook, I'm going to imagine that they're going to have some sort of special ability to manipulate the body parts that you put into the cauldron. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Warrior, ranger, or witch king. But if you don't want to be a witch, this game has got you covered. There are a couple of classes in here, so non-witches. So with the examples given are the butcher and the fighter, but non-witch classes will wear these sort of cloths over their faces to hide their identities. Tons of artwork in the book. There's tons of artwork on this Kickstarter page itself. Here's the character sheet, or an example of, because there's a variety of different character sheets, and it's going to include your 5 stats here in the middle, and then what you can carry in encumbrance, and your salted bag, which is where you put your body parts before you go off to cast your spells. There is a covenant sheet, so all of the characters will be around the outside, and then the items to sort of give away and share will go in the middle. And from there, you obviously share resources with people in your covenant, so it's going to be really important to work together within reason with the other player characters. Once per day, you may perform a long rest, and when you perform a long rest, you're going to get your magic points back and your hit points back. And once per adventure, you can do what's called a short rest or a short call. So the long rest in this game is going to be called a long call. Recover all your hit points, magic points, repair 1 item, teleport 1 item back to the witch's home, and level up with experience, which more than likely is just going to be rolling a die and will give you some sort of ability or power. And then you can do a short rest or short call, which will give you D4 hit points back and still teleport back. Magic, was as discussed earlier, witches are going to harvest the organs and parts from their human victims, dust them off with stained salt, and imbue them with these powers. This process is fast in theory. A witch could sever a person's hands and imbue it while they are watching. Gross, but should be good fun. Here's an idea of the witch pool, the cauldron pool that was just going to add at the points. And you can see it's going to go 600-700. It can go up to. So it'd be interesting to see exactly how the spells work and the cost. There is an element where you're going to be rolling some dice here, and it just say put your thumb in the book to catch the dice. Which you can watch the full video. I'm reluctant to do the videos anymore because I keep getting copyright strikes on the videos, and I have to then edit and cut them out. So if you want to watch it, come and watch it in your own time. Utility belts, so these are the items that they're going to carry. We've got a scalpel, a gut hook, and a carving knife that's carried, as well as other variety of weapons that the butchers and fighters will carry. The book will include a map, a starting map of the locations, as well as, so Black Branch is where the Covenant will be held. We've then got some of the buildings as well, and maps of the buildings, and then Old Caledonia, which I'm assuming here the 7 Walls is where the Black Branch is, because it looks like there's 7 walls around it. The only thing I can't see is the river going in, but I'm going to guess that that is where we are. So contents of the book. All the lore and backstory, introduction, adventure, which is always, I really do like it when, you get in a new sort of campaign setting and they put an adventure in. It just gives you an idea of what the writers are going for and how to start. 70 new illustrations, 100 Sickest Witch spells, custom witches, dozens of common and rare items, 13 large locations maps, social ranks, crafting rules, 10 random encounters, drop spine table, name generator, human enemies, paranormal abominations, ambushes, weather conditions, traps, random loot, dwelling generators, utility belt logo, and third-party information. There is also 2 adventures included in the Kickstarter project by way of zines. So we have got the Salt of the Earth, which is going to, I think that actually comes within the main rulebook itself. Yes, this is the first or low-level one-shot. Which will just earn some experience and get the players going. And then we've got Blood Property, which is a 24-page adventure zine that's meant to be played after Salt of the Earth. So that will just, technically you've got 2 adventures to get going here. Some reviews to look at as well. The book is going to be over 200 pages, offset printed in full colour, matte interior paper and sewn binding. It will have a limited edition, a sketch edition and standard edition printed as well. So that is the sort of, it looks like the sort of faux leather, yeah, you know, just say faux leather here, which we saw right up the top of the page. There is a player's guide as well, which is a streamline bit. It's going to take some of the bits out. It's got additional art, but if you want just to be able to create a character, you can just get the player's guide. And then we've got a PDF as if you don't want to get the physical copies. Variety of stretch goals that have been opened now, which is good to see. Coming here with more still to come. Add-ons, there's quite a lot of add-ons which you can pick up now. It does say there's a link here which will take you through. I did click on it, which will take you through to their Etsy page. So we've got the Severs Books Games and Toys, which was established 13 years ago. You know, I'm not the only one that looks at 2012 and goes, oh, that's a couple of years ago. That's 13 years ago. Time is flying by, and the book's compatible with Mothership, Mork Borg, and all of the dice. And this looks like a lot of the previous projects are available here on Etsy if you want to order. I hadn't actually noticed lots more pages. So we've got 5 pages of additional stuff that we can go on and add. So you can buy it now, or you can wait to add it into this project. Then this will just flick through from some of the enemies. So we've got the Dark Defender here, Rot Stag. I think I saw Baba Yaga just as it just moved on. A Rage Wolf. Come back to Baba Yaga. Let's make sure I'm not mad. Yeah, so Baba Yaga here. And what makes me think Mork Borg is the fact they haven't got any attacking stats, which is, so yeah. Then if you want to watch the full how to play video, there is here. This is 12, I think this was 12 minutes. They've got their own Discord that you can join. Okay, rewards. What's it going to cost you for the pledges? So $15 if you want to just get in on the PDFs. If you want a physical copy of the book, it is $39. All the physical copies come with PDFs. Good move. Constantly say this, I do like it when they do that. If you want just the player's guide, you're looking at $18. Limited edition $49. To start the Covenant, which is the player's guide, 5 copies of the player's guide and a physical copy of the book is $65. If you're retail, you've got a retail pledge here as well. And then you've got the sketch editions and then an additional retail pledge here too. So anything exciting in the FAQs? Can I play Beneath the Inverted Width with the new rules? Yes, it'd be fairly easy to convert it and all the MÖRK BORG system. Okay, so that is good. I like this. I do like this. Well, I wouldn't be putting the camera on and I wouldn't be backing it if I didn't like it. But yeah, I really like the idea of slightly new game mechanics in anything that I play or anything I pick up, because not only do I like the idea of this game, but because I think it's going to be very easy to fit into sort of MÖRK BORG, Cyborg, Pirate Borg type things, I can easily put these sort of characters into those games, and that's why I'm in it. If you've enjoyed this video, if you're backing it, please let me know in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.